how your local business can start getting more service calls doing less SEO. So I really don't want to waste any time here. The 4 things that I want to walk you through are: number 1, find your main service area. Number 2, optimizing your pages for more areas in order to generate more calls by doing less work. Creating less pages is doing less work. Number 3, how to target areas that you will not compete with yourself in. You don't want to create pages that cannibalize and just eat each other, and then you don't show up for anything. And lastly, how do you actually add these pages to your website, whether you're going to add a new page or target another area within your same page? It'll all make sense. Let's not waste time. We'll get directly into it. The very first thing that I want to showcase to you or walk you through is how I like to identify a target area. Now, oftentimes I will talk to a business owner and I will ask the business owner, hey, how far are you willing to drive to do services in? So let's go ahead and use an example here. The example that we're going to target is San Jose. Now, when you take a look inside of Google Maps, that's google.com/maps, what you'll do is you'll come inside, and for this example, we'll use San Jose. When I take a look at San Jose, do you see this red dotted outline? This is Google signifying and outlining for us that this is San Jose. Now, I want to point out a few things. See these bolded areas? These are secondary locations that can potentially have traffic, right? That are in San Jose. Sometimes some of them might be outside. See this? Like it looks like it's outside, but it's actually here. These are other areas that we either need to create a page for, or we can add this term. Let's just take a look at Evergreen, California, to our San Jose page. You see, we identify our service and our location. Here's who we are, here's what we do, and here's where we do it. And that's optimization in a nutshell. So we're in San Jose. The example I'll use is truck accident lawyer. All right. We can see that these areas are other areas in San Jose. When we zoom in, we can get even smaller neighborhoods, but I like the first zoom, right? So we'll look at San Jose and Evergreen. But back to what I was mentioning before, I talk to business owners and they say, hey, I'm willing to drive 15 miles, 20 miles, 10 miles. But identifying the area that you provide services in, number 1, is we need to look at Google's identifier. And then I like to utilize a tool called Calc Maps. There's many tools like this to outline and identify a certain radius. So all we have to do is we'll take our location of our business. We'll go here and point out, let's say you want to drive 20 miles, search it, and then look at the map, right? Are you willing to drive 20 miles? Let's just search San Jose. Are you willing to drive 20 miles? Like, are you sure you want to drive 20 miles? Like when you come inside of here and we look at, here we'll draw a circle. Here we'll do it this way, like this, right? Like, is that, let's say this is 20 plus miles. Here, look at our radius, 29 miles. That's 30 miles. Like, I talk to business owners all the time. Don't fall into this trap. You think you're going to target a huge area? Double check. Double check using Calc Maps. You can utilize this to draw a map, or sometimes when it's working, the pointer always works. But you can either do a circumference or an area. Double check and make sure that you and or your helpers, your workers, your employees are willing to drive this far. And that's the very first step, identifying what area does Google think that we're in, and which areas are we actually willing to drive. Identify the area first. Number 2, optimize your pages for areas, more areas, to generate more calls for less work. You see number 2 and number 3 on this list, how to target areas that don't compete with one another, and how to target more areas by doing less SEO. They work together. And how they work together is exactly like this. Here's how you do your homework. So what you want to do is you want to put in your primary key term. Now, for this particular example, we're going to look up truck accident lawyer in San Jose, being our target market and our target service. Now, when you search for truck accident lawyer in San Jose, or for instance, if you're sitting in San Jose, you won't type San Jose, you'll look at your search results. Now we can see here, truck accident lawyer. We can see the page. Habasis and Associate, right? We could see the page, and this is for educational purposes only. I do not own these sites. It's just for education. I'm just showcasing, all right? When we go down this list here, Habis, we can see the page that they're providing here, personal injury. We scroll past the pack, desktop map pack. We go to Needham, right? We can see the page that they're providing. Golden State, Needham, right? Habas, and Swanson. Now, we want to look at the identifiable market, right? We want to look at the area that we're willing to target, and we want to look at the area that Google thinks is the primary area. What I mean by this is, like we just looked up, truck accident lawyer in San Jose. San Jose is the main city, right? That's our target market, San Jose. But there's a lot of towns and neighborhoods that make up San Jose. There's a lot of people there. We want to be able to help and service them all. So we identify another area that's within our target market that potentially and hopefully has traffic. But for this example, we're going to use Evergreen. And what we want to do is we identify our primary, San Jose. We look at our results, and then we look up the other area. And we want to know, is Google showing different pages and different players different results? Yes or no? Now, if Google is showing different pages, different results, different players, that signifies to us as business owners that we need to create a separate page. However, if Google is showing the exact same results, then that means within our primary page, our San Jose truck accident lawyer San Jose page, we can talk about Evergreen truck accident lawyers being a service area that we provide our service in our San Jose page. So we look at our San Jose. We can see here, not this one. We come right over here and we look down the list. Swanson, we take a look at the page in the left-hand corner, showcases the page. All right, that shows the page. Habas, Needham, Golden, Habas, and Swanson. Needham, same page. GCL, this is number 10 on the list. Yelp wasn't in the last one. This is a new player. Preston's a new player. Golden Attorney shows up in our last list. Morgan, I didn't see. Here's Nordean. That's on our first list. I'm seeing a lot of the same pages from the last SERP in this SERP. Now, I want to point this out. Yes, in our San Jose page, we could talk about Evergreen, California, and if we have an authoritative enough site, we will be able to target both. But let's say, for instance, that we're seeing a mixed result just like this. What do? All we want to do then is we want to take the sites that are hyper optimized in the same SERP. Like I'm 99.9% sure we can create a San Jose truck accident page and target Evergreen. But let's just take a random one just to show you the strategy. I know they're not the same. I know it's not Evergreen. I know. I just want to show you this tip. All you will simply do is, if you have access to a third-party traffic data tool, what you want to do is you want to take the other identifiable website, all right? You want to take it into a tool and look at their actual traffic that they're receiving. If you are noticing a considerable amount of traffic, all right, in this particular example, we have a San Jose page, and we're looking at Evergreen, California for truck accident. If I'm seeing a mixed result, you take the site that's hyper optimized for Evergreen, or in this case, Riverside, whatever the case is, you put it into a tool and you see, is this page actually getting traffic by having a singled out page? Yes or no? Go and look at who's before you. Are they getting traffic? Is it a good idea? Should I do this? Yes or no? And this is how you do that. Take the site, throw it into a third-party tool, Ahrefs, SEMrush, Moz, Majestic, whichever tool. Take a look at their actual page and see if it's a good idea for you. I want to showcase to you number 4 here, all right? That was a side tip. I'll trim it down in the edit. But number 4, how to add pages to your site for best SEO. Now, there's 2 ways that I want to showcase to you. You either are going to add another page, right? Another area page on top of your main location. right? If we take a look at our example and we start looking at Evergreen and our San Jose, if we were going to add another page, how would we add that? And if we were going to add it to the existing page, how would we add that? So we have truck accident lawyer being the main entity of page. This is a broad match page, a pillar page, an establishing page to identify ourwebsite.com is who we are. / this is what we do. Within the this is what we do page, truck accident lawyer, we will internally link to our location pages. How I wrote it out was Houston, truck accident lawyer Houston. Now, to go one level deeper, okay? One level deeper, I wanted to outline the actual page structure. So how I've done this here is just like this. You have your main head of the page. Up here, you would have probably a logo here, right? And then you would list out, there would be truck accident lawyer, maybe car accident lawyer, train accident lawyer, and then you'd have probably a contact, right? That's your header menu. Then inside of your page, you have your title tag, your H1, your form, right? Some body content in H2 and H3. But see this spot here? It's a small block, a div tag, a block, a table, a grid, however you want to do it. It could be images. It could just be text with key terms in it, like truck accident lawyer Houston, truck accident lawyer Austin, truck accident lawyer San Jose, truck accident lawyer Evergreen. We're looking to be on the top level page and internally link to our location pages. Power trickles down. Not only that, we're going to interlink back up. As long as we can internally link from our top level page, and as long as we can link from our other secondary location pages, our other location pages, to all of the areas we service that are in the same state, you're on the right track. So this is the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and a side tip on how you can get more service calls by doing less SEO.